Thank you guys for the big 700 subscribers. My goal is to hit 1,000 before the Guilty Gear Strive full release on April 9th. So if you liked today's video or any of the videos that I made in the past, please consider subscribing. Thank you guys so much. So I know this is the Cammy Project and we're watching Strive right now, but I just have a ton of footage that I don't think I'm going to get to use. So I think it will make great background footage for today's topic, as well as I have a few other ones that I might use in the future. But anyways, today's going to be a little different. It's not really scripted. I don't have a loose script or anything. I just want to talk about some benefits that I've found while playing something other than Karen for once, you know. I played fighting games for a year now, and I've only played one character really in Street Fighter. And now that I'm branching out, it's sort of showing my flaws, right? In the past, I thought I had pretty good execution, but I failed to realize that my character doesn't have a DP. So when you do give me a DP, it's kind of hard to do instant. It's kind of hard to instantly anti-air somebody with it when you're not used to doing it all the time. That, and I've always been of the mindset that I want to pick a single character and just flood all my time into them, right? And I'm sort of starting to realize that that's a good idea, right? But you should branch out and play other characters because it sort of enhances those flaws that you have as a player, not as a Street Fighter player or not as, you know, a Karen player, but as a fighting game player, right? Being able to do instant DP motion is something that's super important, and I think that I'm now realizing it a lot more because I have one. In other games, I think whenever I started playing other games in Street Fighter 2, this happened. When I was playing Johnny in Guilty Gear, I realized that execution is very hard in that game, especially on Johnny because you're always stance canceling. In DBFZ, people say that the execution is really easy, right? Because there's auto combos, but when you get into it, you realize that you know, there's combos that work for all the characters, but there's character-specific ones, and there's also re-jump combos, which not a lot of people talk about because I don't think some people make it to that stage, which I definitely didn't, but I had seen them and I tried it myself, and it's very difficult, right? Every game has some system or some execution barrier that you're going to hit that you're not going to realize if you don't broaden your horizons. I'm not saying that you have to commit to the second character. I'm just saying to give them a try, you know? Playing characters who have different inputs from your character can help you sort of get that into your muscle memory for later, or just make you better as a fighting game player in general, right? And I'm a pretty big hypocrite in saying that because I hate playing charge characters. But recently I tried a little bit of Balrog just to figure out what partitioning was and, you know, how his dash punch works and how different things that he does work, because I have a lot of trouble against that character when I really shouldn't, based on, you know, the walk speed of the characters that I play. In Guilty Gear, I only really played Johnny, but then I wanted to see how a charge character worked in a game like Guilty Gear, you know, because it's very fast, and sort of holding charge while, you know, all this movement is going on the screen is pretty difficult. So I did try Leo a little bit in the beta, but it was really just going into training mode and throwing fireballs. It wasn't anything crazy, and I'm not going to play him in the game, but it's just good knowledge to have. Another good thing I've found is if you are just messing around with a character that has some specific mechanic, like Nago's blood meter, for example, you start to learn a lot about it and how it sort of is integrated into their game plan by just labbing them a little bit. Nago, for example, in the beta, I messed around with his blood meter, and I saw how fast his health drains, you know? It's ridiculous how fast he's killing himself. So what I do against a lot of them is once they get that meter and their health is draining, I just play keep out, or I just run away, you know, play super lame, because they're going to start swinging, right? That's part of their game plan, is once they get the meter, is they want to burn it, they want to get the most out of it, because they're losing health, right? They have to. So that's another thing to consider. Anyways, I think that's it for today. If you guys are cool with me doing this, you know, sort of unscripted, off the top commentary style, please let me know in the comments. I really love doing this.